Is the North Star actually locked in its place forever? Why do we see it as this perfectly still point, while all the other stars seem to pull wild donuts all around it? Did you actually know that this star you are looking at with your own eyes is not even a single star? And how exactly is the North Star going to completely shift thousands of years from now? These questions right here totally lead us to some mind-blowing facts about this absolutely incredible star. First off, let us hit the main question: why does the North Star actually look perfectly still? Well, as you already know, Earth is spinning on its axis like a wild top, and this imaginary axis happens to point right at a specific spot in the sky at this very moment. Since this star sits right on the direct extension of that northern axis, it looks to us like a totally solid, fixed anchor that does not move at all. But all the other stars pull massive circular arcs around the North Star during the night, simply because Earth is spinning right under the sky. Just like how a passenger in a car feels like the trees are racing past behind them while the road straight ahead looks perfectly still, we see this star as completely fixed because we are looking directly along the exact axis of rotation. But the absolutely mind-blowing truth is that this stillness is just an illusion, because the North Star is actually blasting through space at an insane speed. It is literally rocking a speed of about 17 kilometers per single second, which makes it hundreds of times faster than the fastest rocket humanity has ever built. For instance, what your naked eye sees as just one single star is actually a super complex triple star system. It is made up of a massive main star called Polaris A, plus two smaller companions orbiting right around it, one being incredibly close by and the other quite far away. This entire system moves all together in a perfectly synchronized cosmic dance. On top of that, the main star in this system is a massive yellow supergiant, and its size absolutely dwarfs our Sun by about 45 times. If you were to place our Sun right next to it, it would look like a tiny little pea next to a giant watermelon, which totally explains why it shines so incredibly bright despite being so far away from us. The North Star is actually sitting at a massive distance of about 433 light-years away from us, meaning the light leaving it needs 433 years just to reach our eyes. This means that when you look up at it right now, you are literally seeing it exactly as it was way back before the era of Columbus and the discovery of the Americas. So if you are wondering just how long this star is going to hold down its job as the North Star, get this: it is totally not forever. That is because Earth's axis does not stay completely locked in one direction, but it actually spins super slowly like a top wobbling right before it falls over, and this wild movement is called precession, or Earth's wobble. This super slow movement actually makes Earth's axis trace a complete, perfect circle in the sky just about every 26,000 years. And as a direct result of that, the star that Earth's North Pole points to gradually shifts over time, meaning it was completely different way back in the past, and it will be totally different in the future. Let us take an awesome example from the past. 5,000 years ago, right when the Pharaohs were busy building the pyramids, the North Star was completely and totally different. A star named Thuban in the Draco constellation was the ultimate cosmic guide for the ancient Egyptians, and it was actually way more precise than our current North Star is today. But way out in the distant future, the North Star is going to totally switch up its position all over again. Just about 12,000 years from right now, meaning around the year 14,000 Common Era, the star Vega, which is the absolute brightest star in the Lyra constellation, will officially become the brand new North Star guiding travelers everywhere. On top of that, there are plenty of other stars that will totally step up and take over this position throughout the millennia, like the star Erai in the Cepheus constellation, and the star Iota Cephei right in the Cepheus constellation as well. Every single one of these stars will officially be the North Star for entire eras, before another one completely takes its place. If you actually compare all these back-to-back North Stars, it turns out our current one is totally not the brightest or even the most precise. Our future North Star Vega is going to shine about 5 whole times brighter than the one we have today, making it an absolutely way clearer guide up in the sky. This perfect coordination in the movement of Earth and the stars is totally not random at all, but it actually reflects a super fine-tuned, masterful system throughout the entire universe. Every single star is in a perfectly calculated spot, and every movement is by an exact measured amount, which transforms the sky into a flawlessly designed masterpiece, with absolutely zero confusion or chaos, and we can clearly see this whole thing play out in the phenomenon of the shifting North Star.
وختاما، تبقى قدرة هذه الصغار على الزحف من قناة الولادة إلى الجراب بمفردها دون أي مساعدة، واحدة من أعجب الغرائز في مملكة الحيوان. فسبحان من علمها هذا السلوك الدقيق،